Okay, to continue the pi x squared, as I said, revolve about the y-axis, which means the x is a radius, so that's why we have to write down pi x squared, and then however the 0 and x belongs to y, so that's why we need to take a look for the functions here, so which is y equals to x to the power of 3, so that's why we have to change the x to, well, but since this one, so that's why x will be y to the power of 1 over 3. So at the end we will have pi and then y to the power of 1 over 3 and square. Okay, we must match the numbers with the unknown. Okay, so that's why we have y to the power of 2 over 3. Take out the pi. So finally we have 5 over 3. And here is 3 over 5. So the answer is like here, and then we will have to place the x inside here, so that's why we have pi 3 over 5 x to the power of 5 over 3 minus 0 to the power of 5 over 3, so at the end you will have 96 over 5 times pi. Okay, so that is the question 13, and then the question 14. So you are having volumes of solid generate when the area is bound by the curve of y equals x squared, y equals to x. So that means revolve the x-axis. You check revolve about which axis first, and then this is x-axis, so that's why the circle is like that, and then the radius should be y. Y is the radius. Okay. So, and then the next one is that you are going to find out the volume formed by y equals to x, which means this one, okay, with the x-axis. So what you need to have is, since y is a radius, so pi y square. Okay, and then you will have integrations, but because you are having the y to be the variables right now, but since it is revolved the x-axis, y is a radius, but in fact you are having the range from here to here. Okay, so you have the range for x. Okay, so this is 0 and 1. So this is 0, 0, so this is 1, 1. Okay, so solve by substitutions, and then you got this one. But however, as I said, the range is 0 and 1, which is the x. Okay, so this is x. The range here should be x. Radius is y, so that's why we have to substitute the y by x square. Okay, because this is x equals to y, right? So that's why pi y squared means pi x squared. Okay, and then what you have is you have to integrations, which is 1, 0. So that's why you will have 1 over 3. Okay, for this one. However, this is also the other is volume formed by y equals to x squared and x-axis. Okay, so what you have is like we have 1 and 0 again, and then you will have this one. Okay, y equals to x squared, so that's why we write down pi y squared again. Okay, just like this one, pi y squared, because radius is y, so pi y squared must be written first as the area of the circles, and then the volume is formed from the height of 0 to 1. So that's why we integrate from 0 to 1. That's why we sum all the circle, start from 0 and then until 1. Okay? So, however, this time you have to replace the y by the x squared. So that's why you will have x squared. So for this one, so pi x to the power 4, you integrate 1, 0. So that's why we have x to the power 5 over 5 pi, and then 1, 0. So that's why we have the final answers is like we have 1 pi over 5. Okay, well, at the end, because we have this part and then this part as well, so if you would like to find the volumes between the area of this part formed, so simply we need to subtract them. Okay, the final answers, pi over 3 minus pi over 5, and the answer is 2 over 15 pi, and then that is the end for the chapter number 3.